That's usually, that last way I did the chorus is how we usually are used to hearing it now in cut time or 4/4, I'm not sure which one, with lots of, I think probably quarter note triplets and some syncopation kind of stuff. But it was originally written in 3/4, so I went through the whole song in 3/4, and it was a little rough, but I only practiced it a couple of times, so this was almost like sight reading it. But fortunately, it's in the key of C, so it's pretty easy. It doesn't have any really weird chords in it. But if you ever, a couple of chords on this song reminded me, if you ever run into something like a G7 flat 9, G7 flat 9 on a ukulele, perfectly good substitute is just the G sharp diminished chord, which is like a G7, but you also have to bring down a finger or something. I always use my thumb because it's easier for me on the G string first fret, so you get a flat there, or G sharp. So that's a harmonic substitute, because on a 4-string instrument you can't play a full ninth chord because it's got too many notes. So of course, the weird thing they did with this song is, well, back then it wasn't weird. It's for a ukulele tuned A D F sharp B instead of G C E A, like we usually tune it now, and so it's got the chord fingerings on it for a uke tuned A D F sharp B, but fortunately it has the chord letters such as C and G7 and C6 and so forth right above that, so I was able to use those, and I didn't have to try to transpose all the fingerings in my head, which would have been a disaster. Written by Burt Howard. He grew up in the small town of Burlington, Iowa, but he had a music teacher there who was able to provide him with expert instructions in classical music theory and harmony, and by the time he was 16, he was playing piano with dance bands and capable of scoring orchestrations and writing special material for singers and musical groups. Moved to New York in the 1940s, became a faculty member of Juilliard, served 5 years in the armed forces, and then after that he went on to do lots of other musical things. Let's see, what else did he write? Let me see if I know any of these. Don't Dream of Anybody But Me, I've heard of that one. Lady Luna, that sounds like one about the moon. I need to look that up. Huh. Most of these songs I've never heard of. So, let's see, I don't remember Willie's version of this, but he probably did it that cut time way, because that's how everybody does it now. Nobody does it in 3/4 anymore. But that's how it was written. Let's see. There you go. See, it's in 3/4. You can see chord symbols and the letters. Da-da-da. And you can see the chorus slowly and tenderly. I probably did it too fast, especially when I switched to cut time. And somebody made their own notations on here. That's the thing with these old musics. There's a lot of, like, oh, they put a C Aug 7 in there, but oh, there, no. It must have just been the way they felt like playing it. And it's got a nice fancy second ending. That's a lot different than the first ending. And at G minor 6, that's another interesting chord, but easy to play. See if I can put this back on my tripod. G minor 6 is just like this. That's a nice chord. Very dramatic chord. Nice one. You get that B flat in there because it's a minor, and the 6 is that E, so you got the E clashing with the D. Nice. I don't see anything else in here really weird. It's all pretty much simple chords. What I would consider simple. You know, the only thing really weird is that G7 flat 9, which is just a diminished chord on the ukulele. There you go, a lot of unnecessary commentary on Fly Me to the Moon and the writer Bart Howard. Quick addendum, here's the version that was written for Frank Sinatra. You can see it's in 4/4. And we'll go down here, and there you can see there's quarter note triplets, like I said. And of course it's in a different key. No, it's still in C, but it's different chords. Some of them are pretty difficult. Let's see. There's some more quarter note triplets. Of course, it doesn't have the intro in this version. It's just the chorus, because that's how everybody does it now. I'm pretty sure this is the same way Willie did it. Maybe a different key, but love, ba, 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 you. We got a G7 flat 9. I mean sharp 9. So that's a different chord. G11. I'd have to figure that. B flat 11. That would have to require some kind of substitute. Oh, there's a good one. A7 sharp 5. I gotta zoom that. Sharp 5 and sharp 9. Right there. I'm glad I didn't try this version first. It would have really messed me up.